Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? In this video, I want to get the user passed in the protected route from the context, and then I would like to also get the route set up so that way the home page will either direct you to the login page or the dashboard depending on the user credentials from the context. So let's go ahead and start that. First thing, let's go into our protected route. Let's take this user right here because we're not passing it anymore. Let's go up to where it says use effect and instead do use context. Inside of our component, we're going to say const user equals use context, and then user context. And the user context is going to come from import user context from /context/user. Okay, so now this user is going to be coming off of the user context. We also want to, we're going to go to the app.js. And now it's going to direct us to the home page. So we want to, go to the home page. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take all of this stuff. And for now, let's just comment it out because we may end up using it. And so what we want to return bang bang user. So if a user exists, if it's not null, then we want to redirect to /dashboard. Otherwise, we want to redirect to /sign in and sign up. Okay, and I know that doesn't exist yet, but we will create it. Let's also bring in that redirect. I forgot to do that. So we'll import redirect from React router DOM. Okay. Now let's go to components. Let's go to app.js. We're going to create another route here. So let's copy this route. Go under. We're going to paste it. And it's going to be get rid of the exact. Path is going to be sign in and sign up, and the component it's going to use is going to be called, can you guess, sign in and sign up. Okay, and then we're going to import that from components, so we'll copy this line down and we'll just swap that out with sign in and sign up. Save it. We'll go into components, new file, sign in and sign up.js. And for now, all this is going to do is return sign in and sign up. Not sing. You don't want to hear me sing, trust me. Sign in and sign up. What we'll also do on this page, since we're here, is we'll bring in the user context. So let's say use context. And then we want to import user context from React. What am I talking about? /context user. So const user equals use context user context. Okay, so that's going to be where the sign in and sign up page is. And the only thing that we actually don't need to do anything here just yet because this is going to be where our form is going to live. We just want somewhere to be able to redirect to. So let's save that. We are directed here to the sign in, and did I do it anyways? I did. Sign up. Oh boy. Okay. So sign in, sign up page. Go to home page, user context. Let's go to. Let me think for a second. Home page has it. Sign in, sign up has it. We can close the index page. The dashboard page. Let's actually bring the user context in here as well. So what we can do is just grab this line first. Go back to dashboard. We'll paste that in. We'll go here and say use context. Oops. Had the wrong button there. Sorry. Here and say import user context from /context/user. And then on this sign in and sign up page, what we're going to do is we're going to bring that button in so you can sign in on this page at least. So let's close our protected route. Let's close our, actually, this is what we want. We're going to go on our home page. We're going to grab this entire, let's take the returns out. Let's go highlight this all, uncomment, cut it, save home page, and then let's go here and let's paste it in here. We'll get rid of the div, so that way it only has the one wrapping div. Get rid of what is home page, and then we'll have these buttons, but then we also need to, we'll put it right underneath the context. Import auth and sign in with Google from /Firebase init. Save. Now we have those buttons on the sign in and sign up page. So let's just go ahead and see what happens if we sign up with Google. Sign in, click the account that you want to use, and okay. I think what's happening here is it's not actually, let's go to dash, that's not how you spell dashboard. There's no redirect there. So dashboard, and then dashboard redirects back to sign in method. And I believe that is because the Google SDK takes a second to load. So when it does load in, it doesn't yet see that there's a user. The user is null, so it redirects us right back to the sign in and sign up page. So to remedy this, what we're going to do is we're going to go back into our user context. And we're going to, when the user gets created, we're going to take that user and we're going to put it into local storage. Just the pieces that we want. So that way you don't display everything, because that could be a security risk. And what that's also going to do is it's going to say, okay, well, put it into local storage, and then every time it loads up, also pull it from local storage if it exists, and then we won't have to wait for the Firebase SDK to load, which means there'll be no flicker, there'll be no second for it to wait, and we should be able to get to our dashboard page. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. So what we want to do is we want to say use effect, and in this use effect, what we want to do is let me think. Let's say if local storage dot get item, and we're gonna call it current user. Okay, if it exists, now we have to parse that. Let's wrap that in curly braces. Say JSON dot parse. So if that exists, then we want to set the user to the exact same thing. So if it exists, let's just copy that, then set the user to that current user from local storage. And that's going to happen when the component mounts. So no, we just want an empty array here. And then inside of our use effect where we do the on auth state changed, we also want to do a check for that user and say it's the exact same thing, so we can just paste it in again. And if that's the case, then we want to do the exact same thing and set the user to the local storage user get item. So this is basically going to say when it starts up, check for the user and get the user. And when we do the auth state change and this use effect, this isn't going to clean up until the unsub. So we also do it in here. I may be wrong, you may not need to, but this is how I got it to work, so I may just be missing a step here. I apologize. If you know, then let me know. But let's keep going. Down here in the on auth state changed, we are still going to set the user, but what we also want to do is we want to say local storage dot set item current user, come on, user, and what we want to set it to is you want to say JSON.stringify, JSON.stringify, and we want display name to be display name, and we want email to be email. Okay. Set the user after that. Otherwise, we should be set user null. We don't need to set user null because it already is. And I think that should be good. No, let's say set user null, else local storage dot remove item current user. There we go. That's what I was missing. Okay. So I believe if we now go to, let's click sign out. Let's click sign in again. Let's click on the account that we want to sign in with. Let's go to dashboard. And now we are able to get to our dashboard page because when we logged in with Google, it set it to local storage, and then it pulled it from local storage first before we had to wait for the Firebase library to actually load the user in. So it was able to get to the dashboard page because on the dashboard page, we're grabbing the user from the context. Okay? So that's all we're going to do for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.